What's going on, you little oddballs? It's your boy Coreboy back at it again today with a new video. And today, of course, we have HCS stuff to cover. I know I'm a little late, but I want to talk about my predictions, what we could see some of these other teams doing, and I do just want to talk about this little team we have going on here and another one as well that got announced. So we are going to be doing that. And trust me, as we see more teams rolling in and getting confirmed, you know your boy's going to be talking about them. But before we get into that today, I do have some gameplay that I'm going to put up because I finally got a perfection in FFA today. And listen, I was proud of myself. Okay, listen, I have been going for a perfection in FFA for so long. First, it was my demon. I got that. We did that in Oddball, baby. I've already done a whole video on that. We got a demon in FFA, and now we got our perfection. And I could not be more happy because this was a bit of a grind. Like, I gotta be completely honest, this is one of the things that's taken me a while to do in this game. I've been off and on about it, like really trying to go for it. This morning, I just happened to be in that flow state, and I got it done, baby. We were playing some, unfortunately, behemoth, and I just pulled it out. So if you guys want to see that, it's going to be playing, but also if you're here just for the HCS stuff, I'm going to have a timestamp of where we're going to start the HCS stuff, so be there for that. If you just want to watch that, like, it's whatever, it doesn't bother me. I need to show this off. I was popping. I was popping.
Earn the most kills to win. Then contact the authorities. Life expectancy shortened.
No scope. Double kill. Double kill.
Exclamatory sector.
Killing spree.
Please remain calm.
Double kill. Grapple check.
Highway safety reduced.
Double kill. Killing frenzy.
Unpaid parking tickets expunged. Vital signs not found. Translocator located. Precision objective achieved. Warning. Bullets.
Halfway to victory. Grapple check.
Wrong recommendation.
Running riot. Double kill.
frequency shortened. Ammunition low. Translocator is on the way. First, trajectory accurately placed.
Perfect.
Translocator available for acquisition.
Victory. Nightmare. Perfection.
But today we have HCS news, and right here we have a tweet from the man, the legend himself, Trippy. So right here is their team that's going to be going into the 2025 season. As you can see in this tweet as well, they are looking for an org to represent them. Now, listen, I don't know what org it's going to be, but either way, I'm excited for this because this team looks to be pretty damn stacked. We got Penguin, or Dead Zone as he was last season. We got Trippy, we got Suppressed, and we got Falcated as well. And listen, looking at this team, looking at what they've got here, there's a lot that could happen. We have Penguin, or like I said, Dead Zone, as some of you may know him if you're just now getting back into the scene and you watched last year, who is one of my favorite players to watch. Anytime his POV comes out, you might see some of the craziest plays you have ever seen in Halo Infinite. The man is a great slayer. He knows when to pick up on slays. Like, listen, if you watched SLC or if you watched Worlds last year, you've seen it. When this man was like, oh, hey, Lucid and Formal aren't slaying out like they should be, I'm going to pick up and start doing it. He would come out and do it, and he would do it with a bang. He knows how to play objective very, very well. He knows when he needs to sit back and play that support role on top of his teammates. And then we got Trippy, who was also his teammate last year on Optic. Trippy is overall, I think, a very underrated player. I think a lot of people don't think Trippy has the play skill that some players have, but he does. He does land into more of a support role. And I like that a lot about his playstyle. He knows when he needs to come up and actually take these fights, but he also plays back and he knows how to support his teammates to win those said fights. He's also, just yet again, a very, very solid objective player. If you've looked at anything Optic did last year, you would notice Trippy was usually always the one on objective, really honing in those games, allowing them to win. Of course, then we got Suppressed after that. I think he is one of the rising stars right now in Halo. This dude right here was kind of a menace last year. Anytime Suppress would pop up, you knew that you were going to get something on your screen that you just had not seen before. He's kind of new. He's a little bit newer here, but the dude is just such a great player, and genuinely, I cannot say enough good about how he plays. I think it's going to end very, very well with Penguin. And then we have Falcated from Sentinels last year, who, listen, dude's just solid. This whole team right here is solid, and I think if they get the correct team kind of like coordination down, this could be a top contender for next year, at least to me, and I hope to see it. I really want to see Penguin pull out and do something insane next year. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Love to see this man win a world champ. I think it would be great. I think he has the ability to do so as well. He has been consistently a great player since Infinite. Since Infinite has started, he has consistently been there in top 3 positions with teams, with SSG, with Optic. He just is a very, very consistent player, a very, very good player, and I want to see him take home that gold. I just want to see it. And I want to see for the rest of these guys too, because they're all very well coordinated players. They're just good overall. I can't express that enough, how good this team is and how good it looks on paper. And if they get a good org to back them, I think we could see some cool shit coming from this team. And then, after that, we have the announcement of Shopify. This team right here, we got some crazy shit going on and a lot to talk about. Now, if you don't notice right out the get-go, Royal 2's on this team, but Snakebite isn't, which is kind of insane. Of course, I know there's no bad terms. I think that's been said enough as is. But Royal 2 and Snakebite are no longer going to be teaming, which is a little bit weird to see. They have been teaming for years at this point. And seeing that, those two kind of separated, I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know how we're going to see that when it comes to, like, being on stage. It's going to be very odd when either one of their teams takes a victory, and you see Royal 2 up there without without Snakebite, and vice versa. You see Snakebite up there without Royal 2. They've been hand in hand with each other for so long. But hey, this could be a good change. This team looks very, very solid. We have Royal 2, Cycle, Last Shot, Frosty, and the coach, Best Man. This looks amazing on paper. I look at Shopify as a team that had a lot of potential last year. They just had some faults with the team. I honestly am kind of upset that Mental's not on here. I'm a big Mental fan as a Gears enjoyer. I feel like I have to like Mental. The dude's the GOAT at Gears. I think most people know this. But I think with Cycle and Last Shot, you have two, yet again, rising stars in the Halo community. Last Shot and Cycle were really pulling their weight last year and showed off a lot of potential as a team. Of course, Cycle is the only remaining member of last season's roster. And then we have Frosty over here, who has been with Royal 2 for a long time. And listen, if you know Frosty, you know the man don't miss his shots, no matter what. He is the Slayer for this team, I think. Royal 2 is a perfect backup player. Like, he's always the one player that you'll notice whenever you see Royal's POV. He may be farther away from his team, but he's scoping out the entire map for anywhere that an enemy can come from and kill his team. He is just that player. He plays a little bit slower. He plays on more of the back end, but he is the reason that last year FaZe was able to make some of the plays that they make and win some of the games they've won. It all comes down to how Royal is positioning himself and how he is supporting his teammates from a back end. He's putting out a ton of damage. He hits all of his shots, and he just knows, hey, if my team is here, they're going to be coming from here, so I should watch this direction to be able to hit them to make sure the damage is already applied before they get to my team. It's one thing Royal is just significantly better at than most players in the game. And then we have Cycle and Last Shot, two phenomenal players. We've seen them kind of popping last year, and I'm really excited to see them on a team with two, honestly, legendary players from FaZe. I love watching both of those guys. I'm not a FaZe fan, but listen, anytime those players popped up on the screen, I was still excited. Even as not a FaZe fan, I was like, these dudes are just good. I can't deny it. And then with the coach, Best Man, one of the absolute GOATs. Also, shout out to Best Man for giving Boundaries a shout out in the HCS Pro Talk episode that he was in here recently. Listen, I like seeing some hardcore and metalcore get representation in the Halo community. That's my world, baby. We here for it. We throw some spin kicks. I be hitting people. So, shout out to Best Man. And this team, this is a contender. We have four very, very good players that are skilled in all different varieties that know exactly what they're doing. And I think this alone could be a team that really takes some highlights next year. And, of course, we don't know what the Optic roster looks like yet. We do also know that recently SSG finally signed away Bound and Legend, and they're probably going to end up on Optic. Let's just be real here. That's probably where they're going to end up at, possibly with Renegade as well. And then I think SSG's roster, I think as everybody knows at this point, it's probably going to end up being Lucid and Snakebite joining Eco and Stellar. These teams this year are going to be crazy. Listen, the 2025 season for Halo Infinite, probably the last season of Halo Infinite that we are going to see with the HCS. It's going to be a banger, I think. I think we're going to see some stuff happening that we have never seen before, and I'm just excited. Of course, as soon as all the events starts, you know your boy going to be doing watch parties. I was going to do one yesterday for the off-season little tournament that LVT hosted. I was just really, really busy yesterday. Been doing some stuff with the house and everything. I've been extremely busy. I'm still working on this really big video that I'm working on, so I wasn't able to, but anyway, as soon as we do get some new tournaments and everything, as soon as another one gets announced, we're probably going to be doing a watch party for it because I just love it. And also, this week, I just want to set a reminder, we're almost at Hero. We're going to be doing a big-ass stream on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We're going to be grinding, baby, so be there for that. And other than that, it's been your boy, Core Boy. I love all you little oddballs. And, yeah. Later.